Hi everyone, and welcome to Conductor in Quarantine 5. I wanted to switch gears just a touch and move away from the Bach chorales that I've been doing. I'll come back to them, I'm sure, and use this space to highlight some important black composers that maybe you know, maybe you don't, or maybe you only know just a little bit about. The first one I want to talk about is Rosamond Johnson. Who was born in Florida in 1873, but the sort of big part of his composing career was in New York City in the early 20th century. We're talking Tin Pan Alley, Harlem Renaissance era. He kind of lives in the shadow of his very famous and accomplished older brother, James Weldon Johnson, who was one of those guys who's sort of good at everything. He was a teacher and a lawyer and a diplomat and a really important leader in the civil rights movement, one of the important early leaders of the NAACP, but also was a poet and an author. And in fact, Rosamond Johnson's most famous song by a mile is Lift Every Voice and Sing. And if you don't know that song and why it matters, then you need to stop watching this video right now and go into the description where I've linked a few things about that one, and we'll welcome you back in just a few minutes. But Rosamond Johnson, not just a one-hit wonder. He wrote big in the sort of musical theater world, both for sort of the black audiences and for the white audiences in his day. Wrote a lot of songs, made editions of spirituals as well, and was also himself an important civil rights figure. In 1917, when the NAACP organized a silent protest march in New York in response to the East St. Louis massacre, Rosamond Johnson was one of the marshals of that parade. So let's hear a little bit of his music. So this is a song called Three Questions. It's from 1917, and it's another one where the words are actually by his brother, James Weldon. This is still my quarantine chorale project, so the original is for voice and piano, and I've taken that and adapted it into this four-part structure, as all the other chorales have been. That does mean that you're only going to get one question instead of three. I hope that's okay. But as usual, I'll play it through once and then I'll sing along with the second time. The azure beauty that once was in the skies, dearest, I see